You slip out of the warm safety of your mother's body, only to be immediately abandoned. No hugs, no cuddles, no proud stingray parents waiting to guide you through life. You flop into the ocean, flatter than a forgotten pancake, and lighter than a wet tissue. It's not even a dramatic birth. You just flop out, like soggy origami. 1 second, you're warm and cozy. The next, you're freezing cold, blinking in confusion. You've got no instructions, no support system, and absolutely zero clue what's going on. Just instincts, sand, and a strong sense that literally everything wants to eat you. Welcome to life as a stingray. You're boneless, brainless, and breakfast. It sucks already. As an infant stingray, your first survival lesson is camouflage. Your body is perfectly designed for laying flat under the sand, something you'll do for most of your infant days. You're so flat you practically become the sand, hoping no predator notices the pair of anxious eyes nervously peeking out. Eating is equally as dignified. Worms, shrimp, and plankton sucked up through your mouth on your belly. Yep, your mouth is on your belly. Nature's practical joke. Eventually, you realize hiding under sand forever isn't practical. You're a stingray, not a decorative carpet. Your first swimming attempts look less like graceful ocean gliding and more like a soggy tortilla caught in a gentle breeze. It's awkward and clumsy looking. But hey, at least you're moving. After mastering the fine art of not drowning, your tiny stingray stomach announces it's snack time. But stingrays don't hunt. They vacuum. You hover clumsily above the seabed, spot a juicy shrimp, and activate your belly mouth, like a malfunctioning dustbuster. Less apex predator, more aquatic Roomba with a snack addiction. But hey, everyone's got to start somewhere. At around 30 centimeters wide and 2 kilograms, you've officially made it to childhood. Your main job is still avoiding becoming lunch. Sharks, seals, and large fish view you as an ocean taco. Thankfully, your flatness allows quick escapes. When startled, you flap those fins and glide away dramatically, often bumping awkwardly into coral. You eat constantly, consuming crabs and shrimp like a hungry Roomba, slowly growing wider, flappier, and somewhat braver. You've finally stopped crashing into coral every 5 minutes. Congrats, you're now slightly less embarrassing. But just when you thought life was getting easier, social anxiety sets in. See, stingrays sometimes hang out in weird little groups. No one really knows why. It's not for hunting, it's not for protection, it's just for vibes. You spot your first group. You flap over casually. Or at least what you think is casual. You're nervous, trying to look cool, but instead of making friends, you immediately slap everyone in the face with your floppy fins. Guess socializing isn't for every stingray. Growing bigger means it's time to learn advanced maneuvers, like graceful ocean gliding. Unfortunately, you've got the coordination of seaweed. Each attempted glide ends in embarrassing spins and flips, making nearby fish laugh at your aquatic acrobatics. Still, each tumble teaches you something important, mostly humility. At age 8, teenage angst sets in. Now about 60 centimeters wide and 7 kilograms, you're slightly more intimidating. But just slightly. You've finally got your secret weapon, a venomous barb on your tail. It sounds cool, but it's basically a venomous butter knife glued to your butt. Useful until it snaps off. Sure, it'll hurt a predator, but when it breaks, you'll spend weeks looking vulnerable and embarrassed while it slowly regrows. Now that you've hit your teenage years, you feel bold. Perhaps a little too bold. One day, casually gliding along, you spot something fast approaching. A hammerhead shark. You panic flap dramatically, your fins doing their best impression of a wind turbine in a hurricane. At the last second, you slip through coral like a terrified pancake, narrowly escaping becoming shark brunch. Now, assuming you're a brown stingray, at around 15 years old, you are now 1.5 meters wide, and roughly the weight of a medium-sized Labrador. You're now officially an adult. Your menu just got an upgrade. Bigger crabs, juicier fish, shellfish that would have eaten you a few years ago. Your hunting technique? No chase, no drama. You just fall directly into your prey and mash it like a haunted tortilla press. Elegant? No. Efficient? Absolutely. You're basically a sentient dinner plate with murder issues. It's around this time of adulthood when your instincts nudge you towards one very awkward mission. Find a mate. Stingray flirting isn't subtle. There are no flowers, no romantic songs. Just a little nibble on your crush's fins. If she likes you, congratulations. You get a brief splashy romance. If you bite too hard, expect a swift slap to the face with her tail and a restraining order made of seaweed. But hey, if it works, you'll enjoy a few magical moments together. then promptly forget each other ever existed. Romantic? No. Efficient? Yes. Now let's assume you're a female instead of a male. Pregnancy lasts around 9 months, and you'll carry between 2 to 10 live pups. By the end, you're so heavy, sometimes over 45 kilograms, you can barely swim. Your flat body becomes a maternity pancake, wobbling through ocean currents, hoping predators don't notice your slowed movements. But finally, birth comes. Live pups emerge, fully formed, each flopping immediately onto the ocean floor. No hugs, no hellos, just instant independence. Unlike mammals, stingray parenting is non-existent. You abandoned your pups instantly, leaving them to figure out life alone. They'll quickly master hiding, hunting, and escaping danger just like you once did. Parenting duties completed in under 10 seconds. Male stingrays define absentee fatherhood. After mating, you're instantly single again, enjoying bachelor life by swimming aimlessly, hunting, and completely forgetting your offspring exist. You live your life avoiding responsibilities, simply searching for your next awkward mating encounter. You're not winning any parenting awards, but at least your calendar's free. You've dodged sharks, coral, and growing your butt knife back. But your biggest threat? Humans. They don't even want to eat you. They just suck. First, the trawling nets. Giant underwater Roombas that vacuum up everything, including you, your dinner, and your will to live. Then there's the plastic. Bottles, bags, and whatever fell out of someone's Bali trip. But the real danger? Beach people. You're chilling under the sand, vibing, then wham, a size 13 foot lands on your spine like God forgot to aim. So you panic. You stab. That's it. No thoughts, just stab. Now you're the bad guy. OMG, I got stabbed by Satan's frisbee. No mention of the part where they stomped your entire face. Congrats. You're misunderstood, hated, and still surrounded by garbage. You're now 22 years old. In Stingray terms, that's senior citizen status. Once, you were the sleek shadow of death, gliding through the reef. Now, you're more like a soggy placemat with arthritis. Your reflexes are slower, your vision's going, and shrimp seem to have gotten way faster. Hunting, which used to be majestic, swoop and crush, now looks like a slow-motion belly flop. You spot a juicy shrimp, you flap, you miss. You flap again, and the shrimp is already laughing with its friends behind a rock. Meanwhile, the younger stingrays are zipping past like caffeinated boomerangs. They don't even need the shrimp. They just wanted to show you they could take it faster. And they did. You try to pretend it doesn't bother you, that you've still got it, but the ocean knows. And so do your aching fins. Eventually, your body begins to give out. Your eyesight fades, your barbs dull, and your once mighty flaps barely stir the water. Hunting becomes impossible, and hiding feels like too much effort. You drift more than you swim, carried by the current like an old grocery bag with fins. Your body, once sleek and silent, now creaks like an underwater rocking chair. You've survived predators, pollution, and countless close calls. But even the ocean has a timer.